I think we got it set 12:01, so we are 1 minute behind, but holy jeez, it was quite a little hectic setup because usually it's just me by myself and I have everything all situated, but we had to move some stuff out of the way so that we could get her in frame. Speaking of which, we have a special guest today. This is Little Miss Fitzbo.
Hi.
AKA Stephanie Stoven, AKA Little Miss Booty Pro. She does she has a YouTube. Her YouTube is Stephanie Stoven, and then she also has an Instagram as well. It's at Little Miss Fitzbo. That's LittleMissSSSPO. Little Miss Fitzbo. And so she's on here today because there have been a ton of you that have requested that she be here. So so here she is.
Here I am.
And what we're going to do...
Thanks for requesting me.
Yes. What we're going to do today is, one of the things that we're going to talk about is what we've been doing the last, couple months now, being that we've been relatively stuck at home. I mean, you weren't necessarily stuck at home. You still can go out and about, but for the most part, we've had to kind of alter things to kind of coincide with everything that's going on. So we're going to talk about a little of that today. So let's have her. Oh, in addition to that, we'll have a little bit of a Q&A action going on at the same time. Everyone's starting to show up. What's up, the other next ninja? I'm digging the name. Matthew Collins, what's up, man? So I'm going to let her give a brief introduction to herself. Have at it.
Yes, thank you. Hi guys, I'm Stephanie. My Instagram's Little Miss Fitzbo, where I focus on fitness, lifestyle, travel when we are able to travel. I am a media buyer at an advertising agency. I work from home right in that corner right over there. So I share an office with this guy, which is not so bad.
So speaking of which, whenever I'm like talking smack, she's literally like right over there.
Like that's my computer right there.
I mean, there's enough distance between us because I do have a shield up just in case I am talking smack. That way I'm a little safer than normal.
Yeah. And we typically both have our headphones in, so like people like, doesn't that bother you that you work with
Elijah?
work
What's
home,
up? Sorry, you keep talking. I'm gonna say hi to everyone that's showing up.
And I'm like, no, like we have no problems at all. And
Tanya, she's on here. Wait, is this live right now? Does this mean it's live?
Also,
oh yeah.
I'm a huge fan of
Hi,
Christmas.
Tanya.
I was raised to love Christmas. Buddy,
right now we are live on YouTube.
Elf is my favorite movie in the world.
Catch us over on
all
YouTube.
Time.
Stephanie a special
And
guest today. See you there.
I'm also a huge foodie. I love to eat.
Actually, I could keep this up.
And
yeah, so
yeah.
I think. Wait, you keep on talking, Steph. I gotta set this up.
Okay, so more about me.
Wait, there we go.
I love Christmas, love food. I think one of my favorite birthdays besides my 30th birthday, which was at Disneyland, my entire family, was a few years ago. Daniel planned out a whole trip to La Jolla, surprised me, and based on Yelp reviews, went to all like these like foodie Yelp spots around town, and we literally just ate. We ate at a restaurant, walked to another restaurant, ate, and it was like right after a competition, so it was amazing.
One thing, the other next ninja that is blasphemous, a beard can never be too long. Just want to let you know that. Oh, for those of you on IG, we're actually doing a YouTube live right now, and Little Miss Fitzbo over here, she's a special guest. What up, guys? So sorry if I neglect the conversations either on Instagram or YouTube. We're gonna try our best to get to them. Okay, so the topic at hand, what are we doing what are we all, not just Stephanie and I, but what is everyone doing to fill the time that we have? I mean, we have a little more times indoors right now, and it's a blessing in disguise. And what I mean by that is we need to take advantage of the situation. Some of us have a lot more time than we usually have. And so with that time, now is the time to, learn something new that you've been wanting to learn that you haven't had time to learn, whether it be fitness, nutrition, a hobby, a trade. And Stephanie is here. I didn't really tell her this, but she's here because she is one of the examples of those people that have done something with this allotted time that we were given in regard to learning something new. She's started looking into cameras, photography, video. She's looked into doing collaborations and campaigns with other companies. Every day she's telling me something new that she's learned about photography or videos, and every day she's presenting campaigns that she's doing with companies, which is something that she wasn't really that focused on before because she has a full-time job. But now that she has this allotted time, she's just killing it. So it just goes to show, just because we are on this kind of like a little bit of an isolation period, doesn't mean that you can make the most of it, and it doesn't mean that you can come up from what you were doing before. And yeah, so she's a perfect example of that. Like, she's actually making more money now with this given situation than she was before.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So right now, let me see. Oh shoot, I'm about to lose my battery right here on the phone. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see if we have any questions that are coming up. I see that there's a lot of people chiming in. David, what's going on? I have a big beard. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Let's see here. There's a lot of messages. Let's see. Dean, what's going on, Dean?
Hi, Dean.
So John Warsaw, hey, back to the front. Just thought I'd let you know. Shane Haggerty, what's going on? And Tanya, will you go through the comments, scroll through them, and see if there's any questions that do arise? Now, so we've just talked about Steph and what she has done, or what she is doing with the time that she's given. And for me personally, as far as what I've been doing, it's a blessing in disguise. Things have actually been a lot busier for me at this point in time. So I'm just really concentrating on creating more content. I've been doing a lot of campaigns and promoting with companies, being that, keep this in mind, companies are looking to advertise on social media because everyone is on social media right now, because a lot of people, or more people than usual are at home. So now is a really good time to start learning about capitalizing with social media, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So I've been concentrating a lot on that. And then also something pertaining to not just business, but actually a hobby. I've had a lot more time to focus on home defense, and I've been doing a lot of builds. If for those of you that know about home defense and builds, that's what I've been doing. For those of you that don't know about when I say working on builds, we won't really get into detail, but it's been nice to take advantage of this time. And then also one other thing, a lot of us are stuck at home. Now's the time to clean up the house and to organize, and from not just, and I mean,
Really?
there's a lot of things that go into that as far as cleanliness. It helps not only with just looking at it, but mentally it actually helps with thinking straight and productivity, accomplishing something. So now's the time to place a little more emphasis on cleaning at home. And I know she constantly tells me, no, you're just getting started. You're nowhere near where you need to be, but it's all about baby steps and progression.
Like,
Nick, what up? What up on the
baby steps.
What up on IG?
Okay, there's a question over here.
Yes, what's the question?
Dean, what camera has took your interest, Steph? So the camera that I am buying is the Fujifilm X-T4, which just came out. Comes out on the 15th. Yeah. But the one I want comes with a kit lens, the 18 to 55, which is like one of the best kit lenses you can buy, and for like the Fujifilm setup. And so that whole setup has now been pushed back. Before it was April, and now that whole kit comes out on June 1st. So I'm looking at that because it has image stabilization.
Hola, compa.
So I can like take like my fashion outfit photos as well as vlog when we travel, because the camera I have now doesn't have IBIS. And so I kind of took my stimulus check and I put it towards my savings to go towards this camera. I also sold an old camera I have. So I've been saving because I know I've been wanting this camera for a couple months now.
Exactly, Vinny.
And so I'm saving for that camera. I've like watched
Viking
100
bartender.
YouTube videos on the Fujifilm X-T4 and I think it's like perfect for me.
Yeah, now going into the Fuji X-T4, which is the camera that she's going to be picking up, it's amazing size-wise. So size-wise, it's an APS-C, so it's right in between Micro Four Thirds and a full-frame camera. So it's that nice in-between. Sensor size is legitimate, and also autofocus is great. The color science is phenomenal. And also, being that she's going to be doing a lot of vlogging with it, the in-body image stabilization is phenomenal on the Fuji. So if you are looking for a travel cam and you aren't too invested in any other ecosystems, whether it be Sony, Canon, Lumix, wherever else, if you aren't too invested in other places, that Fuji X-T4 is something really to look into. What is it, $1,700?
$1,700 for the body, and then it goes up to like $2,100 or like $2,200 depending on which kit lens you want with it.
Jason Cook 88 wants to see a flex, but there's no lighting, bro. Here's a flex.
He blocks mine.
There. Sorry, we had a request for a flex over here.
But I also told myself that because I have like a Lumix G7, that I cannot buy myself a new camera until I learn how to work the camera I have.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been like really focusing on learning the DSLR, and that way I can justify buying a really expensive camera.
So, Vinny has a question over here. What have you learned about frames per second for slow motion, powerful effects? Oh, you're putting her on the spot right here. I don't know.
Like being put on the spot.
I don't know if she's ready for this, Vinny.
So you want 60
Thank you,
frames
Devin.
60 frames per second
Captain
for slow
Caveman.
motion,
I
right?
gave it up. What's up?
60 frames per second for slow motion. That way you can cut it in half and slow it down.
Yes.
And you get like the slow effects like
so,
that.
Yes. So what she's saying is, so the higher the frames per second, the more you can slow it down because you have those gaps being filled, as opposed to just shooting at 24 frames per second or 30 frames per second. So she just said you film at 60 frames per second so you can slow it down in half, which what do you think, Vinny? That's pretty spot on, right?
The hardest thing that I am having trouble with is the shutter speed. I understand the shutter speed.
The Bearded Phoenix,
the
thank you.
The faster it is, like the
Hey
quicker,
Dan, how are
it'll
you?
go.
Love
The
from
slower,
India. What up, Rajad?
But whenever I'm trying to do like the manual settings, my photos keep coming out blurry. But like I understand aperture.
Do you guys use drones? Yeah, we do.
ISO, but the whole shutter speed is where I'm struggling at.
Yeah, so and again, it's great that as far as with the Lumix G7, what she has right now, she's I can't do anything with it. But we have one of our buddies from Iceland, or he's from Poland, but we met him in Iceland. He shoots with a G7, and his stuff is absolutely amazing. Sebastian is his name. Sebas Vid. Sebseb Vid is his Instagram. Phenomenal stuff. Let's see, lots of stuff coming in over here on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram, we're mainly looking at the YouTube camera and going through the questions on YouTube, but I'm trying to pay attention to all of you. What's up, guys? Looking good today. We.Applewhite. Man, I think I have some messages from you. Oh, speaking of which, for those of you that have been sending me messages, private messages on Instagram, it is flooded on Instagram. So the best way to really communicate with me is either on one of my photos on Instagram, or send me an email at dan@zigfitness.com. Again, that's dan@zigfitness.com, because in all honesty, the DMs on Instagram, they're a bit of a madhouse right now, just trying to filter through like the just super like scandalous photos and whatnot on there. So the easiest way to get a hold of me is either comment directly on a photo on the main thread, or again, shoot me an email at dan@zigfitness.com. because I've almost given up on trying to cipher through all the direct messages on Instagram. One of these days I'll get to them, but again, shoot me an email if it's important. But I do appreciate all the messages. It's just really tough. Let's see. It's Mensky. What's going on? Jax, what's up? You made beard gains. Man, the beard gains are coming in lately. I really do like them. I am getting some grays in there too. I think it adds character. What are you looking?
So Shane has, he's dropped away from fitness since his son was born and struggling to get back.
Vinny, you're talking. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Back into it. Any tips on how to stay motivated?
Ian, what's up, Ian?
Hi, Ian.
Where was that one at?
Right here.
Shane, I've dropped away from fitness since my son was born and struggling to get back into. All right, Shane, excellent question as far as trying to regain that motivation because of just having a child. So one thing is you have to think about long term, and you need to build a relationship with whatever goal you set. So for example, you just had a child born. So for you and your goal of fitness, you want to make sure that you're able to have the energy and the capability to have fun with your child, to have an active life with your child. You don't want to be sedentary. You don't want it to hurt when your child wants to go out and play. So let that be something to help build a relationship with your goal of fitness. So just think long terms, think about your child, think about your family, think about the fact that you want to be healthy enough to go outside, to spend time with them, to go on those camping trips, hiking trips, fishing, go to their sports, play catch. So for motivation, think about that. And I hope that helps with the motivation factor.
It's funny because I literally just texted my mom last night. I go, Mom, when we have kids, we watch the babies while we go to the gym.
Now Vinny just said a couple things as far as the 60. So as far as like shooting frames per second and that 180 degree goal, you know this. I think that's what he was talking about.
Like
is
double the speed.
Yeah, double the frame rate. Like if you're shooting
But what
20
about photos? Like I know that too, but that's when I have the hardest time is photos.
Yes. So for videos, if it's 24, if you're shooting 24 frames per second, you want to be shooting at a 50. Your shutter speed of 50. So you just double it when it's coming to frames per second and your shutter speed in video. But yeah, so with photography, that's a different animal. So she's having a hard time.
The baby has free weights.
With yes. The variables with shutter speed, frames per second, and ISO, and how those all work together. So she's slowly but surely she's getting that. And then Vinny also, he shot a video with his wife because we inspired that. So
that's
Vinny
awesome.
is so stoked to hear, really stoked to hear. Let's see here, TBS use baby as free weights. For sure, I'm telling this one, we need to get on this. We need some Ziglets running around. We need some weights because weights are hard enough as it is to find them in a store, like especially this time. Like and the weights that are available, they're asking astronomical
Like
prices.
price.
It's ridiculous right now.
It was like 40, 50 bucks
Valhalla.
for like one 15-pound kettlebell last night. I was like, what the heck?
Brazil, sai fora. That's the only thing I know. That's Portuguese. That's the only thing I know how to say. Mitch Smith 88, what's up, beast? What other questions?
Thank you, Dean. We've both been inspiring him. And then...
Let's see. So here's from Dakota Watts. What up, Dakota? So y'all are both major influencers on social media, and that obviously takes a lot of work on both your parts. How do you all find a nice balance between where you're still spending time with one another? Great question. And personally, I don't know. This is actually going to be a good question because we'll see what her take is. Do you want to answer it first?
You answer first.
Okay, so she wants me to answer first. So finding that happy medium in between work, play, and our personal life. Luckily, in our situation, we both have our goals and we both have an understanding of what we want to accomplish. And I mean, that should be the case in any situation. Yes, we need to allot that time for our personal evolution, for our personal progression. But we, at the same time, we know what we want, and we know what has to go into social media. So that being said, not everyone is willing to make that sacrifice, but her and I know exactly what goes into creating content, staying up with the game, and just making it happen. So does that really answer it?
Yeah, and since we both kind of have like the same kind of goals, like different social media
Nick,
accounts.
love you, brother.
But like we both help each other out, and we take turns. Like I'll help him film his
Dun,
stuff.
dun, dun, dun! Dean Gleason has sent a super chat. You know what's funny? Sorry about that. I just had to do that. I was actually just thinking in my head. So when it comes to super chats, the one person that I can rely on to send me a super chat is this one right here. Because for each super chat she sends me, I put the Viking Storm from the beard struggle in my beard because she loves the smell of it, and then I give her like a massage. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but she's been paying for that. And so I didn't think that anybody would send a super chat because she's the only one that generally sends the super chats.
Just from right over there.
So cheers to you, Dean. And these super chats will be coming back to you, Dean, because we are heading out to you, specifically to visit you, to have that pint, to get a hair and beard trim.
And some cute photos.
You've got a special place. You've got a special place in my beard, and maybe even my heart.
Okay, back to answering the question.
Oh, sorry about that. I totally cut her off.
We like take turns filming each other and like creating content for each other. So that's kind of spending time together. During the day, I mostly focus on my work, like my actual 9-to-5 job, whereas he kind of focuses on his social media then. And then afterwards, like he eats and showers and like literally like dolly gags, like take the longest time. That's kind of when I focus on mine. And then usually at night we try to like watch TV together, and like we have like
Viking
a Netflix
bartender,
show.
thanks for coming in, brother.
And so sometimes like because I fall asleep super early, I like to be in bed by 9 o'clock. And so he was coming to bed like 11 o'clock. I'm like, well, I can't watch TV now. So he kind of like blocked out like a time from like, what was it, like 8 to 10 where we'd like spend time together. And then he'd go back and finish his work outside. But now that I work from home, we're like together all day, even though that doesn't really count as spending time together. And usually when we travel, that's when we like get to spend a lot of quality time together. Does that answer it?
I think that answers it. Sorry,
I don't know.
I'm trying to answer some questions while you're talking. Eric Applewhite.
Thank you.
Help! We got another super chat from Eric Applewhite. Hey, it's Applewhite. I was just messaging you, updated on the Shield on Instagram. Man. So
Hi,
Eric
Mark.
Applewhite, he's also on Instagram. Viking bartender. Peace, brother. So he's making this this shield with the Beer Struggle logo on it. And so he's been updating me bits and pieces. And so he did send me an update, but I didn't see it on Instagram. So Eric, I will definitely be checking that out. I'm super stoked to see what it looks like, because from the initial take that you showed me, it looked absolutely amazing. Super stoked on that. Gary Jens, gotta try that Viking Storm and get my wife on the beard wagon. Man, the Viking Storm scent is freaking amazing. Talk about the that Viking Storm scent, Bibbs.
It's really good.
Jay Notley, TBS. See you, brother. I'll see you on YouTube. Pedro. Hola, compa. Let's see. Who else do we have over here? Thankfully, as far as how this is working with us, it's all about mindset. And it's all about the fact that we're both goal oriented. And I think with that synergy between us, it just gives us that much more drive. That's kind of redundant. It gives us more drive being that we're both like-minded. So super stoked. And it's like, it's not even with a social media thing. It's like, yes, social media, but then fitness as well. In addition to, there's just so many things that intertwine with us, and that's why it works. So definitely blessed and grateful.
Too, so.
And I do love Christmas as well, which she's a Christmas fanatic. Like literally like dresses up like Buddy the Elf and makes videos every single Christmas.
We have 3 Christmas trees. One is a 12-foot Christmas tree, and
Vlad Christian, what up, brother?
I would like to get a 15-foot Christmas tree this year. I have a perfect place for it, so that's all I'm saying.
Dakota, stoked. My leg guy in Kingward, my Brody. I like that, my Brody. I like that. Okay, see if there's questions on there that we've missed. I'm gonna try to backtrack through Instagram. If you're on Instagram, holla at me. I'm looking at you right now. Lots of pauses, mind endeavors. Oh, you know what? I think there might be a lot of pauses because my battery is dying, so I'm gonna plug in my battery right now. Thank you so much for reminding me about that. I almost freaking lost you guys. So hopefully that'll get better now that I've plugged my phone back in. Let me shut this off right here.
In regard to Shane's previous question or thing about how to stay motivated, I would just say to stick to a routine and try to work out as soon as you wake up.
Okay.
That way you get it over with.
So hopefully there won't be as many pauses because I did plug this back in. Nick, some of my peeps miss you, brother. You need to come. Nick, you need to come up here, bro.
Yeah.
You need to hang out with us. You need to visit us. Okay, please. And so for those of you that there is a lagging issue with this, hopefully now that I plugged it in, hopefully there won't be any more lagging. Maybe I should take this off of Wi-Fi as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I've taken it off of Wi-Fi and I've plugged it in. Hopefully it will stop lagging. Dottie.
Hi, Dottie.
What up?
I don't know who you are, but I hear your name every Wednesday.
But yeah, Nick, you and your lady, get your aces up here, bro. What do we have over here?
Apparently there's a folding Christmas tree.
I told you about the folding Christmas tree. So our friend Tanya, Tanya, you did tell me about the folding Christmas tree, and I told you about that.
I forgot.
We're gonna have to look into this again, Tanya.
Peach. Do you have set days you take off together doing social media?
Argentina,
or
what
do you
up?
find it hard to separate it sometimes? We don't take set days off. It's just whenever we're available, whenever we're motivated, like to take photos. Some days you kind of just feel off and you don't feel like taking photos or making videos. So it kind of just depends on the day. Sometimes we'll make plans ahead of time though, like to go like, oh, like this weekend we're gonna go ride bikes and go on a hike, and then we might like shoot a photo or something. But for the most part, it's like us spending time together and going
brother.
On a bike ride.
Yeah. What was that question pertaining to?
The Viking Peach. Do we have set days that we take off together doing social media?
Oh yeah. So yeah, like you were saying, no set days. When it happens, it happens. And for the most part, I tell her, just always be thinking about content. I might be a little over the top when it comes to it, but personally, I'm always thinking about content. I'm always thinking about opportunities that present themselves, and that's how you just keep those juices flowing. It's always on the brain. And the thing is, it's not work to me. Like, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy coming up with ideas. So yeah.
Dang it, I forgot.
Dean Gleason, I ordered the ring light that you and Steph used. It turned up today. The thing is, Dean, game changer, bro. Game changer.
How much did you pay for it? Because I only paid like $30, and then someone on TikTok said it like went up to $60, and I was like, that's crazy. I only paid $30 for it.
Mr. 431,
awesome.
I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, so
I'm sorry. On Instagram, is it still lagging or has it stopped lagging? Because I did plug it in and I turned the Wi-Fi off, so hopefully that helps out. And if it does continue to lag, hit us up over on my YouTube, and that's DANZ space Beard on my YouTube. Oh, you're good? Okay, thanks, brother. Thanks, Nick. Because for a while there, it sucked.
So
Nick, get your ass up here.
Yeah. Daniel like always has like these shower ideas, and last night I was laying in bed, he comes running out of the bathroom and writes in his notebook. I was like, oh, he's got an idea.
Yeah, yeah, that's and that's another great thing as far as the idea is, when they come to you, write them down and don't just put them in a phone. Or I guess if it works for you, but for me, like, putting it in my phone doesn't do anything for me. Like, I don't retain that. But if I write them down on a notebook, I know where they're at, and so I'll know to go look at them because that's where all my ideas are. So for those of you struggling with ideas when it comes to content, write it down in a notebook or a journal, and it'll really help you out. Let's see here. Better now. Awesome. Good to hear. Hi, Dan. Good. Hi, Dan. Got some good news for you, bro. Mark Grunt, what's the news? And what are we at over here? This is crazy going Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube. What else were we going to talk about?
It's called Balsam. I'll have to look into that. That seems very convenient because our 12-foot one is piece by piece, but I also got it for $80 for a 12-foot Christmas tree. Like, I think the guy was having like seller's remorse because he was almost like, if you want to sell this back to me, let me know. And I was like, Daniel, put this in the car now. We need to leave. Like, he is about to take the sale back. Mark
Grunt, Gary 13. Congratulations, my friend. He's going to be a father for the first time. Stoked! You're going to have to keep me posted. Let me know how it is because it's been the talk of the town lately. It's been the talk of the town. Hey! Vinny said, what? Vinny's in 2 places at one time. He's on Instagram and he's on the YouTube. What questions?
Where is that? I don't know what Dean paid for it because it's in a different currency.
Euro, so it's like 30. So he paid like 35 US, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good price, Dean. Let's see.
Thanks, Marshall. I like the ring of it too.
Dan's swimmers don't work. Bro, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Don't say that.
She keeps on drinking the swimmers. So where are we at now? All right, so, let's see. Any tips with battling a French fork in my beard? You know what? So somebody just asked in regard to, Nick said, love you, Steph.
I'm trying to have like 2 or 3 babies.
Oh, bro, Joseph, Fitfluential, what up, brother? How's the baby? How's the beautiful family? The picture is so much better here, and the sound is way higher here too. On Instagram, that's crazy. So the
microphone on?
So the picture, yeah, the microphone's on. That's Vinny. Thank you for the heads up. The picture is so much better here, and the sound is way higher. That's weird. Huh? Oh, so the fork in the beard. Somebody just asked about dealing with a fork in the beard. What you can do is just trim the sides of where it's forking to give time for the middle portion of your beard to grow. And then the other thing you can do is actually train your beard, like with your hand, just gently pull together your hair right in the middle, and that'll help lengthen out the middle part of your beard, and then trim the outsides, and that'll help with the fork. Hopefully that helps you out. Man, why are you ignoring? So somebody Vlad just asked, why are we ignoring you? Because there's there's a bunch of comments, so don't be selfish, bro. So there's your attention.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben, what's going on? Ben, why so late to the conversation, bro? You're usually one of the first ones in here. So
we have bokeh on the iPhone?
Dang, so
crazy.
So the color is far richer here too, and the bokeh, man, maybe I need to drop down. So what is it on? So the picture on YouTube, is it blown out? Is there no contrast? Maybe I should pull down the ISO a little bit. See if this helps. Oops, that's up. Let us know if the picture's any better on the tube, because I dropped down the ISO a little bit.
Oh, Dean, I should also show you my other iPhone tripod I have that I got from Amazon. It's pretty legit too. I got it mainly for TikToks.
Let's see. Tanya, email names, babe. All right, Vlad, so I will check the emails. I'm pretty sure that I got back to you because I go through all my emails. Let's see here. Where are we at now? Peachy Mark, you got an unlimited supply of whipped cream for your videos. You know what's funny? Peachy Mark, we were actually in Costco the other day, and I had a 3-pack of whipped cream in my hands, and and I didn't get it. But it was funny because somebody messaged me on Insta, or didn't message me, commented to me on Instagram asking about the whipped cream. And the fact that I didn't have any in the past video, and I literally had it in my hand while I received that comment, so it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I literally looked over in Costco. We were like 20 feet away from him, and I saw him with a 3-pack of whipped cream, and I was like, is he serious? What is he doing right now? And then he didn't end up getting it.
Mep just put, Daniel, is that my competition live and in person? Unfortunately, it is. So you're gonna have to step up your game, brother. Let's see here. Captain put, keep buying from Amazon. I need my stock prices to go up.
Don't worry, I just ordered 2 things. I have one thing being over tomorrow, and
then Paula, hi from Northern Ireland. Just sending love, and you two make a beautiful couple. Stay safe. Oh, thank you very much. Yo, your beard tickle wiggle wiggle. Gothic metal werewolf. That's awesome.
Is it hot there?
Mr. 431, is it hot there today? You know what? Actually, it's relatively cold outside, but it's definitely hot in here. I have a fan blowing on the back of us right now.
AC like 70, and I have a blanket on me right now.
So let's see here. Vinny, it's like you're filming in flat mode on the other cam, YT, so you can add a LUT later. Yeah, Vinny, you know what? I do have it on PP1, so picture profile 1, so I need to definitely fix that, and I'll put some more contrast on it. Thank you for the heads up in regard to the video on YouTube. Thank you, Vinny. Always looking out. How's the corpse paint? I've yet to get into it. I've yet to get into the corpse paint.
Dakota, I'm 27 with 3 kids. Y'all gotta jump on that bandwagon. Won't regret it. Trust me, I'm trying. I just turned 30, and I'm like, I need to get going.
Well, she's so.
And he's 40 right around the corner.
So you know what? I'm all about like having kids now. I've come to that stage, but she wants to do something like marriage.
Yeah, he's like, let's have babies. Let's have babies. And I'm like, I need a ring first. So
wait, somebody just said,
hop on that one first.
Freshly baked, crispy. Where are you guys? We're in Central California. We live in Clovis.
And my mom reminds us of she wants to be a grandma like every single day.
Yeah.
Every time we see her.
Hey Dan, and thanks for advices you gave me as a new ambassador. Joe, you know what? Tomorrow, oh, my cousin. Lock him down, girl. What's up, Erica? How are you doing? So that's my cousin from Ventura, Santa Paula.
Hi.
Love you, Erica. Tell the family I say I love you as well. Or I love them as well. Dottie, you should try braiding your beard. I have braided my beard before. When we went to Bali, I think it was 3 years ago, I had them put a couple of braids in my beard, and I really liked it. I think I'm going to bring it back. Let's see, Mark Grunt Geary. I'm going to start saving for production from Beard Struggle, mate. You really should. Brazil. Let's see, over here, what's going on? Let's see here. About the whipped cream. Dakota, it was doing that fight video for me and the group posted up. Let's see. Harem, how can I grow? Sorry, there's a hardcore reflection on the screen, so I'm having a hard time reading the questions. So let's see. How can I grow a beard like you? Patience. It's all a matter of patience and age. I mean, age, which comes along with patience. I couldn't grow a decent beard until I was 30. So let's take that into consideration. Let's see. You make a great couple. Enjoy the videos.
Thank you.
M. Simon, thank you very much, my friend. Let's see here. Dan, I just posted on my Instagram and tagged you a screenshot of YouTube and Instagram picture difference. Ian Notley, thank you so very much. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to need to look into the camera settings for filming on YouTube, and then also take into consideration the compression factor when it comes to filming on YouTube and the IG Live.
If I keep giving you free milk, you won't buy the cow. I'm gonna need you to move out real quick.
Whoa,
for a while.
Mr. 431, stop giving her ideas, bro. What? Okay, let's see here. Beardy and wait, John Chiefs. Let's see here. So Beardy and the Mini Beast. What type of content catches your eye or makes you want to view a profile? Hope you're staying safe and well. Excellent question. So the type of content that captures my eyes is a well composed image. Like in what I mean by that, the quality has to be there in regard to the image in general, as well as the composition. Like there needs to be a purpose to it. It needs to be eye-catching, clickbait, if you will. It's definitely eye-catching. I mean, literally, that's the question that you're asking. Like, what catches my eye? Something that pops. Like, if you look at a image or a video, and if you look at it and you can't tell what the subject is, then there's a flaw. Whatever, when it does come to creating content, there needs to be a main subject. Like, you should be able to look at an image or a video and know, okay, that's what they're talking about. That's what this image is about if you want to capture someone's attention, especially when it comes to IG, because people are just scrolling through that. So if it's just a bunch of mix of just stuff and there's nothing that really stands out, it's just going to scroll right past. Whereas if you have, boom, something blatantly obvious, that's what this is about. That's what's going to get traction and attention, especially on Instagram, because the Instagram, very, very short attention spans as opposed to YouTube. So I hope Beardy and the Mini Beast, I hope that helps answer your question in regard to what captures my attention. So quality, eye-catching, a blatant subject.
Yeah, like it needs, like someone should like look at your page and know like what your page is about. Like focus on no more than 5 niches if you can't narrow it down.
John
What's up,
Cunningham.
John? Why don't you come over?
Yeah, we need a barbecue, bro. Dottie, you should
Plus, I
make a
can't find the Truly
calendar with
lemonades
different
anywhere.
types of
Every time
beer
I go to the store,
styles.
I can't find them.
Dottie, that's an excellent idea as far as a calendar. Imo the bearded guy. What up, brother? It has been a while. Do we have new things on there?
Yes, let's see. Marshall Thomas. I'm 38 and have 2. You'll wonder what you did and talked about before you had them. It's the best.
So Russman86 has a question in regard to, or actually in relation to a beard.
Ian,
how do you decide what beard shape best suits your face shape? So that's something to look into. If you have a long face, generally a shorter beard is going to complement you better because it's going to keep the symmetry. Whereas you have a short face, a longer beard might help with that. So it's very specific to the individual, and there's a lot of places online that you can look. Now, I have a long face, so what I do when I'm growing out my
I
beard,
wouldn't know.
right? What I do when I'm growing out my beard, I try to keep the middle short because the middle grows longer than the outside for me. So I try to keep this short to keep my beard relatively full, like width-wise, so that it doesn't look long and stringy, which will make my face look even more long and stringy, taking away the symmetry. So does that help answer your question in regard to beard shape that suits you? Okay, Mr. 431, got a jet. Thank you for all the input except for the cow milk situation. Cheers, brother. Mitch Smith, Dan, that's 100% true. My last post was a boom in your face, and it's been the most successful. Mitch, yeah, that's what it's all about, man. I'm 17. My mustache and beard does not connect. What can I do about it? So, Saray, in regard to your mustache and beard not connecting, you're 17. You're in a lot better position than I was at your age, being that I didn't have facial hair. It's just going to be a matter of patience. For right now, you're very young, and your beard has yet to fully come to fruition, if you will. Joe Del Vega, I totally butchered your name. I'm sorry. Come to Paris, bro, and let's make a beard. Man, I really do. That would be awesome to get out there. That is on the list of places to go. So we'll keep each other posted. Let's keep checking in with each other. Let's see. Beardy and the Mini Beast. You're welcome. The Big Mac. The JK. What up? Mark. You should pop over to the UK, mate, and go for a drink. Mark Grunt Geary. We are going to be going to the UK. We have a good buddy, Dean Gleason, that's over there right now. We're making a special trip to make sure that I get my haircut and beard trim from Dean. So when this does happen, just keep on the lookout that we should all meet up and just have a big old powwow together. Mitch, do what you do. Do you find more success on Facebook or Instagram? Mitch just asked a question in regard to Facebook or Instagram. Personally, I found more success on Instagram, but I just say that because I've devoted more time to Instagram than I than I've devoted to Facebook. I feel that Instagram has more of a reach than Facebook does for me personally.
Tanya says put a ring on it.
I know, Tanya. I know, and that's what she's been saying. We're in we're.
You can't use that excuse. I've seen most people get engaged during quarantine.
I blame it on the stay-at-home situation. I mean, how am I going to propose? I'm not going to propose to her in the house. Big Mac, the JK, full beard though helps.
We
True.
have a couple beard questions over here. Dean, I lived at the field in a photo with a little after. Me too. I have a Sigma 50 miller 1.4.
What's that?
The Sigma.
Yeah, Sigma's good.
Use that for my food photos and love the background with that.
Somebody asked soul patch advice. Just grow a beard. No need for the soul patch. Unless you can't grow a beard, then rock that soul patch. When did you stop to touch your neckline? Vero 179. Excellent question. In regard to the neckline, as soon as my beard covered my neckline, well, my neckline, I just brought it down as my beard got longer. So as soon as my beard covered my neckline in its entirety, I stopped touching the neckline. So Mike Flo, do you think you must be a beard for yourself? Okay. So Mike Flo, he, oops, I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to delete him or block him. Let's see here. Hide live video from this person. Yes.
I'm trying to answer the questions I can on YouTube.
And
Serious? What are your opinions on full body workouts? Is it worth a try, or do you recommend a classic split
troll
plan?
on, brother. What's up?
I would say a split plan, just because you can put more time and effort onto one muscle, and that's going to help you grow. But if you have less time to work with, I would do a full body workout. What are your opinions?
On what? Sorry, I was looking at the
well,
Instagram
you have a couple
stuff.
questions that I can't answer about beard stuff on here.
Real quick, I'm going to get to this one. Is that okay?
Yes.
That's cool. So, Rustman86, when you get to a longer growth length of hair, what gets through to the skin the best, balm or oil? Oil for sure, but at the same time, I use the balm on my mustache. That's an excellent question. Thomas War 92, the beard struggle is the best for show. You should visit Valhalla in York, awesome pub. That's actually, you know what? That'd be an awesome idea. I'm all about it. Thanks, MMX Leatherworks. You are a Viking. I'm Beardo Leo. Thanks, brother. Skull! The best Viking. You guys are awesome. Okay, so how are you? All is well, Thomas War 92. And again, sorry if I'm missing your guys' comments and ladies' comments. I'm going back and forth. So what was the question? I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Vinny said, what is the difference between scruff balm and beard balm?
Excellent question. What's the next?
Either of you have tips on how to grow the glutes with battling patellar tendonitis in my knee? Paddle?
So as far as growing the glutes, kickbacks are going to be a really good exercise for you, because then, where is that question? Patellar tendonitis. Yeah. So with that way you don't have to bend your knee, and it shouldn't affect your patella if you are doing kickbacks with your leg in an isolated angle. So then it's just going to be the action of your glutes contracting as opposed to doing anything with your knee. So I hope that helps out. In addition to, I'm not sure if glute bridges will irritate that tendonitis, but glute bridges are another way that you can attack that glute area. So David, David C.A. Hilge, number one place on our bucket list.
Thailand?
What's that? Thailand? Would you say Thailand? So she says Thailand. Italy, that's a good one. There's so many places, but I don't think Thailand's number one on my bucket list because Bali's very close.
Well, but we've already been to Bali.
Yeah.
3 times. It's our favorite place.
In all honesty,
So I wouldn't say it's on our bucket list.
in all honesty, being that we are going to Scotland, which is up there on a bucket list, so that's already done and taken care of. Well, hypothetically, depending on the situation, I really do want to go to the UK. I don't know. That's really been a lot that I've talked about, and not because it's I not really based on scenery, but just the culture, the pubs, the amazing people that I've been talking to that are from the UK. She's all about Australia. She just likes the accents down there. Back up! I would never hit her, but I'll shake her.
You want to see my leg?
What is the best trimmer for detailing the hairline along your cheekbone? Rustman86, excellent question. I really haven't got into trimmers for trimming, but Wall actually sent me one of their trimmers, so I will have a video going over that trimmer on YouTube later. So I'm naive when it comes to that, to be honest. Amitesh, what up? Erwin B1, you would love the Netherlands. That's actually a good one as well. The Netherlands. That's on the list as well.
There's a lot of places.
Yeah. What else do we have?
Andre.
If I've missed any of your comments or questions,
we're doing great.
If you want, please shoot them over again, because there's a lot to like scroll through. I think I'm at the bottom of the Instagram. There's like way too many to scroll through.
Hi, Peace Frog.
Beard oil recommendations. So that guy TNM, beard oil recommendations and frequency of use. So
We're
as
not
far
competing this year.
as far as beard oils, so from the Beard Struggle, Viking Storm, the scent is phenomenal. She will agree. I was blown away with how good it smells.
Good.
Like, it legitimately will take the place of a cologne. So Viking Storm is a scent. It's beard oil. Now, as far as application, it all depends on the individual and your skin type. Personally, I put beard oil on maybe every other day. Probably every other day is how often I use it, but there's a ton of people out there that use it every single day. So it's all a matter of preference, and it's all a matter of skin type. How much is it going to take you to grow your beard from 0 to what it looks like now? This right here is about probably like 8 months of beard growth right now.
Dottie, I would love to come to Banff. That is on our bucket list.
She has been...
my bucket list.
Yeah, for a few months there, she was talking about Banff nonstop, but then the whole situation came up and we kind of lost track of Banff, but Banff is definitely on the list.
We wanted to do, like, rent a van and, like, go up there, like, go
Farzad,
all the way up
what's
the
up?
West Coast, all through Canada, up through there.
Rustman86, he says, when you hit the UK, definitely want to meet you guys and do a workout too. Man, when we do head over to the UK, I'll post about it, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, probably both. But we will make our way out there, and we definitely want to catch up with you for sure. What do we have?
Dean says wall detailers are his go-to for shaping up. Gary, we've only been to the Sydney airport. We had like a 6-7 hour layover, and we thought that we were gonna go out of the airport, take this fast thing to, I don't know, what is the Opera House, whatever it's called. I'm not really sure what it's called.
Yeah.
And the security guard put it that's not happening. Plus, it was also 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
So it didn't happen. But we did get Sydney shirts, so it looks like we went.
So, Bearded Squirrel just asked, hey, do you use beard butter? Pertaining to beard butter, I have used it, and I actually do like beard butter. And I'm hoping that the Beard Struggle comes out with the beard butter of their own. Right now, I use their balm. But from the past beard butters that I have used, Royal Beardsman has a really good beard butter. If you're looking for beard butter, I do like theirs. Dean, if you want a slightly cheaper option, the Andis Slimline Pro are just as sharp. Dean, thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah, for those of you that have been asking about the trimmers and clippers, my boy Dean Gleason, check out his Instagram or his YouTube. He's a phenomenal barber, and he's quite knowledgeable. Ricardo, That's what I wanted to know. Braun, Wall, Norelco, which? Oh, Ricardo. Yeah, I've been using Wall, and Wall just sent me. Do I have it in front of me? Wall just sent me a cool, like, gold-plated trimmer. Actually, here, ask Stephanie some questions. I'm gonna go grab the trimmer that they sent me. It's pretty sick.
Hi guys. He's never tried making his own butter or oils. I'm sure he would love to, though. He likes making things.
Okay. Why is it so quiet over here? Did Stephanie just lose her job in regard to entertaining? Like, I went to the bathroom and I heard no conversation whatsoever.
I answered a question.
Did you really?
I did.
Okay, so Singapore is another one that we want to go to. We just want to try to switch things up a little bit because we've been going to Bali for like the past 3 or 4 years, so we want to switch it up from like Southeast Asia to somewhere else.
And I want to try like somewhere new since like California's not opening up anytime soon. Like we should just go support someone else's economy.
So this right here is the 100th anniversary limited edition wall clippers. I've yet to use this, but it looks really sick. And it's cordless, obviously rechargeable. So I'm stoked to try these out. So I'll have a video soon with using this. I'll probably clean up the cheek lines. I don't know. I really don't know if I want to touch the beard right now because I'm actually liking where we're going with this. It kind of goes along with the whole feel of everything else with letting the hair grow. So there are these from Wall. They look cool, but I've yet to check them out. And then Wall actually sent me now this is just a consumer line trimmer. This isn't anything professional like what Dean would be using, but they sent me these guys. This right here, it's the Precision Premium Smooth Cut, I think is what it is. So there's these clippers.
It's the anniversary edition. That's what Dean says.
Oh yeah, that's what this one is, the anniversary. And so I have these right here. So these are consumer. I guess this is their best consumer clippers, but the ones that I've had, I've been using them for like 10 years and they still work perfectly fine. But I'm super stoked that they sent these. So we'll have videos coming up shortly. Oh, speaking of that, in regard to haircuts and things coming up, right now I'm growing out my hair. I want to have it to where it's like at least shoulder length. That being said, I still want to cut hair. So Dean, watch out for this one. You're going to have some competition. I'm actually going to try to get some friends to let me cut their hair to see if my self-cutting hair skills will translate into being able to cut someone else's hair. And I mean, I've already had 2 friends basically back out. So I don't know what it's going to take for me to get them into Dansbeard's chair. I think I'm literally going to have to pay them to let me cut their hair. And watch, after I do 1 or 2, they're going to be wanting to pay me.
He's trying to cut
after
my
this
hair.
is done.
Like, absolutely not.
Yeah, she won't let me cut her hair. I want to put like a sick fade, like a skin fade.
I'd still like to date you. I'm not letting you cut my hair.
All right, let me see here.
Yes, the bearded squirrel, we're still on lockdown. And I think LA got extended to July or August. I don't know if it's tentative or not.
So Jiminy Nabo, what inspired you to start a YouTube? Excellent question. So 2 years ago, one of my things to do for my New Year's resolutions, or not resolution, but my New Year's goals I had written down, I wrote down I want to start a YouTube channel just because this was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. And so I just started. I had one before to where I just would just go on YouTube and look at videos, but I really didn't go on that often. And I had some random videos up there with no intention of doing anything with them. So it was 2 years ago, told myself I want to start a YouTube channel. And so here we are. And it's crazy. I just looked at the analytics last night. We're almost up to 25,000 subscribers on this channel.
And I just hit 1,000 last night.
And she just hit 1,000. So it's really cool to see goals actually come to fruition. Like, I am so freaking stoked for what we have here. So yeah, so in regard to starting the YouTube, I just said I wanted to start a YouTube 2 years ago, and I just made a point to try to make a video every single week. And so now we're getting up to where I'm sometimes some weeks I'll have 2 to 3 videos. I think even one week I might have had 4. So it's really cool. I really do enjoy it. I really like the community that we're building, and it's turned out to a cool place to just hang out and just talk about things. So yeah, so that's how the YouTube thing came along, and right now I'm super stoked with it, and I can't wait to see what's going to continue to happen with this. And it's the same thing with Instagram. It seems like YouTube, you're able to be a little more personable, because Instagram has turned into it's just pictures, right? And you can build a relationship that way with commenting back and forth and whatnot. But being able to talk live to an audience and to build these relationships with your friends that you've met on social media, it's really cool. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but feelings.
Marshall, I love the long hair.
Come to Kent,
I think
Peachy.
it's awesome.
That guy, Banff, Jasper, are amazing. Yes, I really do want to get out there. Let's see, your beard is legendary. Thank you, Farzad. The best beard Vikings. Let's see, Marco Vieira, thank you so much. Would you ever shave your beard? Luna7, never. Swolverine, what up, brother? My beast of a brother. Let's see, Stephanie, we need that skincare routine.
Thanks.
Doesn't her skin look amazing? I was just telling her yesterday that her skin looks amazing.
Thank you. And whenever he tells me like my skin's looking good, like coming from him, I like try like mentally know, like, okay, what have I been using?
Peachy Mark
if he's
says hi,
complimenting on my skin, hi. Then obviously the
Vic
skin.
Ron Crusher,
So,
Dan Spirit, you are a legend.
Just got a retinol eye
thank
cream
you,
last
brother.
night, and it like got rid of a ton of wrinkles overnight.
No, sorry, make coffee. I always tell her to make coffee. She never does.
Vic,
Vikram,
card machine.
love you, my bearded brother. Love you, and regards from Dubai. Sending my love right back to you, my brother.
Peace. Okay, well, there's a lot of people on YouTube that will
Sir
let you cut your
Strongbeard.
hair if they have any. And Peace Frog, Stephanie, what do you think of Dan's crazy videos he involves you in? You guys have a blast together. Thank you. We do have a blast. They're so fun to make. He always makes me to be out the bad guy in the videos, and he gets a kick out of it. And some videos, like, he had one, like, we made one where, like, we acted like I was mad and crazy, and, like, I shaved his beard, and people thought it was real, and I was getting hate comments, like, there were some really, like, crude comments.
A serious question. Recently, I finished my personal dop kit with TBS logo on it, cut out in leather, so a few people asked to do it for them. Is this allowed? MMX Leatherworks, that's a great, oops. Oh, shoot. It says, live on Instagram. We'll notify the followers so they don't miss. What? We're sorry your live ended. Okay, so the Instagram feed is done. It was annoying me anyways. So back to the YouTube. Sorry.
It's fine.
What did I miss? I'm sorry.
You missed a lot over here.
I was trying to focus on the Instagram while Steph was taking care of YouTube.
But there were some questions I couldn't answer.
Okay, like what?
Well, I'm going to finish answering this question. Anyways, the videos are really fun, and they are crazy, but
Okay.
I enjoy it.
Okay. Sorry, now I'm trying to like cipher through these questions. You know a good way to get your wait, bro, you look like Carlos Acosta. Ritz, dude, I take that as a compliment. Carlos and I are homies, man. I really dig his style and his attitude, his personality. He's a really good dude. Sorry, now I'm trying to go back and see what questions we missed from the thread.
So, Bearded Squirrel, are we still on lockdown? I have no idea what's going on in California or where we're at. Like, no idea.
With California, it all depends where you're at. LA, they've just extended their lockdown to go through July, right? Is the last that I've heard. As far as Clovis, apparently businesses are going to be opening up. So it all depends on your county. It's very confusing. Gary Jens, thought Dan had to sleep with one eye open.
I mean, well, he does, but
let's not get this. Let's get this straight. I still have to sleep with one eye open for sure.
No, I'm like an early bird. I wake up like 6 every morning without an alarm clock, and then I'll just sit there and wait for him to wake up.
Okay, so now that we're both back and attentive over here, if we missed any of your questions, say them again if you don't mind. Let's see here.
Vinny said he can cut his hair. Isn't he bald? Do you have hair, Bunny?
Let me see here. So that's off. Let's see here. Oh, thought then. Okay. All right, where are we at? What questions did we miss, you guys? And ladies?
How did we meet?
Marshall Thomas. How did you two meet?
He slid into my DMs.
Funny, so she says that I slid into her DMs. Let's be real. Okay, so we're going to kind of jump around a little bit. So after we had been dating for a while, for a few months actually, or maybe even a year? A few months or a year?
It was a few months.
Okay, a few months. I went to go send her an email. And as I typed in her name automatically popped up because there was already an email in my inbox from her. So technically, I wasn't the first one to slide in her DMs. She slid into my inbox on Gmail because she was reaching out to me to be a coach for her bikini competition.
Yeah, I emailed multiple people and I didn't go with him.
Yes.
I chose someone else.
Yeah, and so she emailed me for my coaching. She didn't go with me. She went with someone else and she didn't win. And then
I got second in LA, so that was actually I was really proud of myself.
Second place is the first loser. And so then we started dating and I started coaching her and she got a few first places.
But honestly, everything happens for a reason because if I would have went with him, maybe we wouldn't be dating today. And
true.
So
yeah, and
glad
that
it worked out like it
And
did.
you know what? That is very true. Like if I was coaching her, we wouldn't have got together because that's kind of definitely a conflict of interest, and we don't mess with that, especially as a coach. You can't do that, or at least I don't think you should do that. But it went the other way around, so it's permissible.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see here. When are you planning your friend's haircuts? Dean, so
When he finds someone to let him.
yeah, when I find somebody to let me, I'm hoping to start my first haircut next week. I was hoping for this week, but there's just too much going on with some work stuff that we have going through. So next week, fingers are crossed.
Dan doesn't slide into DMs, he slides into emails.
Holla! Let's see. Let me see here. Did phone die? The Viking Peach. Yeah, my it just cut out because of the connection, I guess, on the YouTube live, so that cut out. And let's see here.
I think my cousin's boyfriend is gonna let him cut his hair. Like he's all about it.
Bearded
like 18.
Squirrel? What's your Twitter name? I'll follow you on there. My Twitter name is Dan's Beard, but I'm really not on Twitter. Maybe I should go on there more, but I just for me, Twitter for me, I don't find it to have any value in regard to business. So I'm so business oriented that if I don't see something panning out the way that I think it should, I don't invest. And on Twitter, it just seems like there's a lot of negativity on Twitter as of late that I've seen. So if I do see something that is negative, I just don't deal with it, cut it off right then and there. I don't know if that's the best way to deal with it, but that's how I deal with it. And I'd like to think that I do have a positive mindset. So for me, it works, just cutting out negativity. But feel free to follow me on Twitter. Let's see here. Dean, Vinny can get Dan practicing with the cutthroat razor. Hey, you know what? I can, like as far as a straight razor, I can straight razor myself. I don't think I'm up for using a straight razor on any of my buddies. We'll see. Let's see here. Andre. Dan doesn't slide into DMs, he slides into emails. Holla! OG. That's OG right there. Vinny, what'd Vinny say? Yes, bro, I'm up for that in a trim to shape. Marshall, I need more of these stories. This is awesome. Thank you, Marshall. Excellent question, too. I'm stoked that you asked that. Okay, Eric Applewhite, Dean Cleason, Cutthroat Razor, The Fly. What do you think about mustache and would you try it? So at The Fly, I really love mustaches. I like the people that do rock a large mustache. If I wasn't able to grow a beard, I would just rock a huge mustache because my mustache is quite prominent and I've always been not tempted, but I've always liked the idea of just rocking a mustache and not having a beard. But like I said, I really do enjoy having a beard, so that's why I keep them both. I need to get these haircuts live. Dean, I don't know if I want to do the haircuts live because I'm sure there will be a lot of editing that's going to be involved. At least not for the first one. Or actually, if I did the first one live, that probably would make for some entertaining material. I just don't know if I'd come out of it alive. Well, you know what? The first friend's hair that I cut, I'll make sure that I can defend myself from him or her. Okay, hi guys, Farzad. What's going on, Farzad? Yeah, my phone died for the IG live feed. Sorry about that. I'm stoked that you made it over here. Ian Notley, come to the UK after lockdown and Dan's haircuts on tour.
That's awesome.
Ian Notley, that would be phenomenal. So Dean, what do you think about this? When I come to the UK, I mean, for sure we'll have to have some kind of discretion, some kind of some caution. What if you gave me a chair at your barber shop, Dean? But don't get me wrong. I mean, we will make sure that everyone knows that I am not a professional barber. But how about we do that to where we give me a chair at your shop, and we'll see if anybody will come in to get a haircut from me, and then you can fix it. Bearded Squirrel. Well, I'll still follow you either way and keep safe during this pandemic. Bearded Squirrel, thank you very much, my friend. Let's see here. Ananja. Sir, your beard is amazing. Love from India. Lots of love right back to you. Under review. Shit happens to the way it is supposed to happen. It's awesome.
Yes.
Show. Ropes and wings. Absolutely. It's crazy how things work out the way that they do. Tanya. I'd let you cut my hair, Dan. I've only said that to one other person. He's a stylist in the Netherlands. Tanya. I sincerely appreciate it. And at the same time, I don't think that I would want to ruin our relationship that we have together. No, I take that back. I am confident in my cutting abilities. We'll make this happen. Michigan? Was it Michigan? She's from Michigan. Tanya, Michigan, right? You told me last time. I think it's Michigan. Marshall. Okay, Dean. I have a spare chair in my shop that has your name. Holy... Dean, seriously, though. Dean, what if we really did that? What if we really had a chair for me in your shop when I go out there? I'm not sure if you're serious, but I think you're serious about this. Let's see. And you know what? And I'll be practicing before we head out there, so long as I can find some clients. What do you call them? Do you call them clients or do you call them like models? If I'm practicing hair cutting,
Clients.
Is it clients? Okay, Marshall, a Steph and Dan video blooper reel would be epic. I think this is pretty much our blooper reel.
Yeah, basically our real life.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
I think the funniest stuff is always off camera.
So Dean's serious. Dean, bro, we're Nux shaking. Cheers. All right, this is going to happen. I'm actually really excited about this. UK, here we come.
Okay.
A chair for
I
me,
need
and
to
like,
get out of this town.
and then Steph can like massage their feet or something while I cut their hair. Ian Notley, I got dibs on the first UK cut. Ian, it has been noted. Remind us of this. Dean, Ian has the first cut in Dan Beard's chair. Dean Gleason, I have a list of people that would let you cut their hair. Bro, this is amazing. Ian, I'll even travel to Dean's shop, laugh out loud. Andre, I'd let you try if I lived close. It's a far travel from Norway just for a haircut. Very true. Very true. But we are going from California over to Dean's shop. Just keep that in mind.
Far.
Dean. And Dean's 100% serious. Clients, bro. Okay, that's what I figured. Clients. Okay, got you. So clients. Anj, thank you replying. You're more than welcome, Anand. Better use the largest attachments just in case. Gary Jens, that's for sure. But, I mean, do barbers use attachments or do they just use shears? I'll be using attachments for sure, though. Omar Ruiz, thank you very much. Okay, so it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I think we're gonna call it right now. We got through everyone. I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Darren, what's up, Steph and Dan? I sent you a DM when I shaved my head. You said it was sick. Thanks for the inspiration from Scotland. Darren, yeah, dude, it turned out super sick. Tanya, show. Let's see here.
I agree.
Stephanie will be on vacation. Someone should be massaging her feet. True.
I'll
Very
be
true.
in a bar eating and having a drink.
So Dean says Dean's shop is in Leigh-on-Sea in Essex. So for everyone watching that wants that haircut, his shop is in Leigh-on-Sea in Essex. Noted. All right. So yes, that's going to do it for today. Super stoked for everyone that is here, came by, said hi, and gabbed it up. You guys are amazing. Much love.
Thank you for requesting me to be here today. And thanks for having me, babe.
Yes. Until next
Thanks
time.
for having me, Daniel.
We out. Love
Bye.
you guys.